The Baltic region is truly a hidden gem, from its breathtaking natural beauty to its elegant architectural masterpieces to its kind and warm-hearted people. My journeys to Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania were nothing if not pleasantly surprising, and a big component of that was the food. One of my favorite things about traveling the world is experiencing the tastes that define each place, and so today, I'm taking you on a mouth-watering tour of the tastes that define the Baltic experience. So, let's dive in. Cheese curd dumplings. So our first dish takes us to the Lithuanian capital of Vilnius. Cheese curd dumplings are, well, exactly what they sound like. Little steamed balls of Lithuanian cheese. I chose to accompany mine with a sweet cream sauce, so it tasted more like a dessert than anything, but you could also do this with gravy, which I imagine is similar to poutine. Latvian meatball soup. Next, we're heading to Riga, Latvia, where I tried a Latvian classic. Tender and flavorful lamb meatballs swimming in a bowl of salty broth with carrots and potatoes. Now this is a perfect meal to warm up on a chilly day. Marzipan. Marzipan is an Estonian potato and grain oats porridge that's actually pretty good, and given the bacon bits and what looks like sour cream, kinda reminds me of a loaded baked potato. I tried this Estonian classic at the Estonian Open Air Museum in a cool replica of an old roadside tavern. Potato dumplings with meat. The Baltic countries are big on their dumplings. In Vilnius, I tried moist, large potato dumplings stuffed with tender, juicy meat and drizzled in bacon chunks in its grease. There's a reason these hearty, juicy dumplings are so popular throughout the region. They're delicious, and they'll definitely keep you warm on a chilly Baltic day. Potato pancakes. Another universal Baltic staple are potato pancakes, which are essentially hash browns in the shape of pancakes. At a place called Province in the old town of Riga, mine came topped with chunks of delicious salted salmon. Kama cakes. Local to Estonia, sour cream and kama flour make up this tart and certainly a bit sour slice of cake. It almost has a cheesecake consistency, but it's slightly more gritty. I tried this at a medieval-looking cafe called Peppersack, right in the heart of the old town of Tallinn. Cold beet soup. So I didn't particularly love this one, but cold beet soup is quintessentially Baltic. This cold soup is as pink as cold medicine, but it tastes remarkably green. Filled with beets, sour cream, and herbs, this pink staple came with roasted potatoes. Gray peas. While these are typically a Christmas time meal in Latvia, gray peas are delicious any time of year. Seemingly much larger than regular peas, gray peas have an earthier, more legume-like taste. Found at an awesome underground folk pub called Folklibs Pagrabs, mine came inside a rye bread bowl and was doused in a creamy onion sauce. Rye bread. The Baltics and rye bread are inseparable. Nor Estonia, Lithuania, or Latvia can be experienced without some homemade rye. Now, the rye I tried at a little place called Ruki's Farm in Tallinn was fresh, slightly crispy, and topped with another Baltic necessity. Salted fish. If you're anywhere along the Baltic Sea, then fish is kind of a non-negotiable. Thanks to its nautical history, fish has always been an important part of the Baltic countries' culinary identity. Salted fish, as I tried on my rye bread, or even salmon, are deliciously flavorful here and, dare I say, salty. Lithuanian tree cakes. Basically like shortbread, but in the form of a tree. You can find these at a few cafes in Vilnius, and if you're like me, you can just unwrap it and start having it right there over a morning cup of coffee. Cottage cheese pies.
I have never liked cottage cheese in my life. This is pretty good.
Cottage cheese pies are sweet little Latvian pastries with the consistency of slightly grainy cheesecake. I tasted my first of several at a cafe that's been around since the 1700s in the old town of Riga called Regensis. Pirukad. Pirukad is a very traditional Estonian pastry that can be eaten pretty much any time. Traditionally filled with ground meat, but with plenty of variations like salmon and cheese, these golden, flaky puff pastries are buttery and delicious, and I found mine at Tallinn's Baltic market. Marzipan. Found at Cafe Mayasmok in Tallinn, marzipan is almost like a fudge, but it's a bit more grainy in consistency and tastes almost licorice-like. It's made of brown sugar and almonds, and it's pretty heavy. It's even more heavy if you're like me and you just eat the entire thing like a candy bar instead of cutting it up like a normal person. If and when you find yourself in the hidden gem of a region that is the Baltics, these are the dishes you can't miss. Of course, this is in no way a full list, and I'm certain I missed plenty of the defining eats, so share your recommendations and favorites in the comments below. To take a deeper dive into all 3 Baltic countries, check out my full-length travel vlogs on Vilnius, Tallinn, and Riga. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.